Everyone, my name is Mugdha Kolhe. In the beginning, we have imported the required libraries and we have used the GraphView library, which is an open source graph plotting library for Android. Then we have declared all the required variables to be used later in the source code. We have also fixed the orientation of the landscape to have a better experience while dealing with graph plotting. We are using radio buttons to choose between male or female. We initialize the graph view and set up the graph ID. We have also set up view parameters for the graph view, such as fixing minimum and maximum range for both x and y axis and enabling both vertical and horizontal zooming as well as scrolling parameters. Thank you.
Hi, this is Kulkarni from Group 10. I am here to quickly demonstrate the user interface of our application. As you can see, this is how our application looks. We have provided three text fields: patient ID, age, and patient name. Patient ID and age are integer values, and patient name is a string value. Yeah, using these two radio buttons, you can select the gender of the patient. The run button here is used to initiate the plotting of the graph, and stop button is used to terminate the graph plotting process. This area is where the graph is being drawn.
Hi, I'll be explaining the code for run and stop buttons. Here's the code declaring the button listener for run button. When the button is clicked, if the thread that is drawing the graph is not running already, we will create a new graph and append new points to the graph by calling the runGraph function continuously, which creates a post-delayed handler with 300 milliseconds delay for the thread to draw new points in the graph. RunGraph function is called continuously because once the run button is clicked, we need to generate the graph automatically until the stop button is clicked. Moving on to the stop button, here's the code declaring the button listener for stop button. On clicking the stop button, the listener will call the stop graph function.
Hi, my name is Bharath. I am here to explain the functionality of the graph. The run button is clicked. If the graph is already not running, we'll call the run graph, which in turn starts a graph thread whose run function is programmed to add the points to the graph automatically. As you can see, the x is incremented by 1 and y is calculated using a mathematical formula which gives us the value similar to the heartbeat wave. Scroll to end is set to true, which scrolls the graph to the new point as soon as they are added. We have set the max data points to 1000. We can change it how much ever we want. Then we can see run graph is again called, which makes it a recursive call, which in turn again checks for the boolean value. Now when stop button is called, we are removing the graph from the graph view and we are stopping the graph thread and setting the boolean to the false so that run button, when run graph is called again, it checks for the boolean. Seeing it false, it doesn't do anything. Thank you.